Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, the hypocrisy against American black men that travel. Again, today's topic is the hypocrisy against American black men that travel. Now, let me get a quick two things out the way. I'm not talking about numbers of sellouts and some numbers of gullible numbers of black males. I'm not talking about them, right? Because they are what they call henpicked anyway by certain numbers of black women or the sisterhood to do their bidding, right? So I'm not talking about them, which leads to the second part. This is not about some of the good numbers of American black women who know they are that are not falling for some nonsensical rhetoric that continues to be going on and plaguing various parts of society, especially under the feminism doctrine that has nothing to do with equality and especially has nothing to do with equality for black women. But there are some gullible numbers of black women that sit there and keep falling for feminism, right? Which again is a different topic in itself. But I just want to get those two things out the way. Credit given to some of the good black women that are not falling for that. Now, that's out the way. Now, the thing about it with the passport brothers per se traveling, this hypocrisy is ridiculous and infantile. It's like again, there is a certain amount of American black women within the sisterhood, the ones this is applies to, and it's not a small amount, have the nerve and the super audacity to talk down upon American black males. Not talking about the sellouts or the gullible ones, the ones I'm talking about, say that are traveling, right, and are able to travel. Because there's ones that are able to travel, but they're just not traveling overseas or other islands or other places, and that's fine. We're talking about the ones that are traveling and are able to travel, right? That are not gullible in the sellouts. You have the sisterhood, right, of chaos that has the freaking nerve to talk down upon American black males that are able to travel, monitor their business, traveling for whatever their reasons, and you got the sisterhood with their warped freaking selves, right? That want to control every aspect of American black males, right? So, and they've had a leeway for at least, I would say, at least about 50 years, right? That period upon period upon period of time, right? Because the 1970s is when white feminism starts to kind of put their clutches in certain parts of American black womanhood, right? It wasn't quite their, majority. It wasn't quite there, right? Because the 60s, you're still talking about there still was American black men and black woman unity collectively, right? Because the 60s, you still talking about formal segregation, right? And this is before many other cultures, by the way, for some other cultures that are listening, that is just they're interested in listening to different type of thought pattern, and this is fine. But don't get it confused. Many cultures prior to the 1970s still weren't even around in America, let alone the very few ones that were around. They were in such a small, minute demographical numbers because prior to 1970, still up until 21st early 21st century, the primary three main categories of demographics were white, which should be logic, and one that slid under white, different topic in itself. You had two American blacks overall, and three what we would call certain types of Native Americans on that. But those are the three main cultures that you heard conversations about. I'm just giving an example. Even though the what we've been told continuously still, or what we call Native Americans still were a very small number, right? But even when you say the word Hispanics, see, most people ask the question, which Hispanics? What are you talking about? Which ones? Which region? Which area? Right? But that's a different topic in itself. So I make this point. is that so when supremacists with their brilliant mental manipulation tactics start saying, huh, we really can't have this strong black maleness like they were in the '60s. With these Malcolm X and these Martin Luther King, plus or minus people say that, and you have the Deacons of Defense type people, and you have all these different strong black men's group stuff like that, strong black men businesses and number of strong black women businesses. They say, oh wait a minute now, we cannot have this strong black unity. That almost cost us. So we got to watch this. So what do? They start infiltrating numbers of American black women's mindset, right? So pieces at a time, right? Pieces at a time in the '70s, right? Well, y'all can get y'all more integrated now, but for the last couple hundred darn years, black folks weren't integrated, right? Or black folks trying to do their things, but you had numbers of personnel within a Panama-based culture, they didn't want them around. You see how that goes? But that's a different type of mental manipulation tactic that they use very, the greatness of that, right? Gave integration to quite a number of American blacks. Certain number of American blacks start spooning that up and say, we cannot integrate now with people that or number of the personnel within certain parts of Panama's culture just a few years ago had hatred for us, and Harvard still do, right? With very few exceptions, and that stuff still continued year after year after year. That feminism, white feminism, start putting their clutches inside certain numbers, more and more of American black women's mindset. You don't need no man. Well, you can do everything by yourself. For what? You can be a single mother by yourself. You don't need no black male, right? And the system says, that's right. You continue to keep doing it. So coming forward now in the present time of 2023, oh my goodness, boy, that feminism is turning the mindset of quite a number of American black women's mindset. And now even this hatred toward American black men that are traveling is atrocious. You don't hear American black males saying, I wonder what those black numbers of black women are doing, the ones this applies to. I wonder what those American black women are doing that's traveling to different places. They travel to Jamaica, they travel to places in Europe, they travel to different other islands and maybe certain parts of Africa, very small amount of them and stuff like that. But oh my goodness, we got to do podcasts. We got write articles. We got to talk about those black women that's traveling. They're traveling because they're pedophiles. They're perverts, right? They can't handle strong black men. You see how that goes? And it's good that there's still quite a number of American black men. They're saying go to hell with those games, right? There needs to be more of that. At the same time, there needs to be a little bit more black males checkmating some of the sisterhood, calling them out, not arguing, not going back and forth, because that's ridiculous and it's infantile. There's a certain section of American black woman whose mindset is warped. I'm talking the ones this applies to, right? This one applies to, because you will have certain numbers of American black women that'll be like, wait a minute now, I hear you talking about black women, and I don't know why black males and other different cultures talk about black women. So when you talk about black women and stuff like that, I mean, it's not all black. I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing a game. As I get older, my patience for nonsense it dwindles more and more, right? Because it's logical, infantile common sense that just like you have some good black males, you have some good black women out there, right? So I'm not playing that little silly game. Go to hell with that for the ones who try to play that. Oh, don't get it confused for some of the other cultures who are listening. It's good that you're listening to this, but don't get it confused, because I understand that there are certain numbers of men from different other cultures, right, who sit there and do their thing, have different other kids and different other women and stuff like that, that don't even realize their own women. Certain ones, I'm saying certain ones, right? But at the same time, it's always geared toward the American black male and, oh, he can't deal with a strong black woman and all this kind of nonsense, right? I make this point relating to this topic, the hypocrisy, right? It's the hypocrisy, right? That it's against the American black men when they travel, but when the American black women can travel, or when they do travel, it's their right to travel, right? It's their right to travel. And this is what supremacists doing when they hear a certain numbers of American black women singing that chaotic nonsense, right? But they got a problem with American black men traveling. This is what supremacists are doing. They're laughing, right? Now, that's not laughable to me because there was so many internal problems that unfortunately more modern day American black personnel have, right? Too many internal problems, right? Too many numbers of sellouts within certain politicalness. Too much going on for there's a caste system still among certain black personnel that have certain type of businesses or certain type of education. There is a caste system going on that's still not being talked about. But it's a different topic because the historical powerhouse of the great American black culture, there was no comparison. No other cultures in backgrounds could compare to the historical black men and black women, especially prior to the 1970s, prior to the 1970s, to go through so many things for a few centuries, right, and still maintain this strongness of African American achievements, of American black achievements, and fighting for the rights and things like that before many other cultures even existed. And then don't even get me started. That's a different topic of ones that run from their ancient continent or run from different islands and run as fast as possible to America and then try to play silly games and then have a nerd talking about American blacks. That person go to hell. The ones who play that game, right? Because without the American black man, black woman, many of those same person who run as fast as possible with that freaking plane, that person's parents, grandparents, aunts, whatever it is, aunts that ran as fast as possible from some islands or from some continent or the ancient continent of Africa, talking about the ones to do this and run as fast as possible without the American black man or coming to America without the American black man, black woman, many of them wouldn't even be existing in America. But that's a different topic. So the thing about with the American black woman, talking about the ones it applies to, of they have the nerve to talk about American black men and they traveling as if it's their uh concerned about where American black men are going, the ones who are traveling. See, so the heck what? They're traveling. That ain't American black women's business where they travel. But again, this supremacist is brilliant because there'll be certain numbers of American black women that'll be like, well, I'm not worried about American black males because they can do whatever they playing that freaking game. It's infantile. We know it's certain numbers of American black women that are like, hey, they can travel. We ain't talking about that. Right? It's almost like infantile. They got the I ain't finna go over that, man. That's common sense. Should be. So the thing about it, I make this point. Let me sit there and just start showing you a few different things because I'm not going to make this a long video. Let me sit there and show you something. Give me 1 second. Because remember, American black males are supposed to do the selling because they're for again about 50 something years, more, but especially in a 20 early 21st century now. That for the last 10 years, right? Especially there's been this nonsensical demonic hatred of American black males that, well, they traveling because they can't deal with a strong black woman. They hate their black mama if they had a black mama, right? They can't deal with an independent, strong black woman. But at the same time, how many American black women didn't want no average black male? Right? They want these high figures black male, and as if that's supposed to be some gigantic amount of high figures black males out there. As if high figures black male overall, unless they had their own self confidence issue, and some do, as if a high figured black male is gonna settle, and he doesn't have to. Those numbers of American black women are crazy, right? The American black male, unfortunately, very few still that would be high figures. They know better to sell. They say for what? There's always another black woman, hundreds of them, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So again, the numbers of American black women, I'm talking about the ones who are doing this evil, nonsensical, demonic rhetoric against American black males that are traveling. See, they want to control black males because they've been controlling black males for the last, I would say again, uh, 50 something years. but it's been increments, right? But the controlling has been out of hand, especially for now, I would say last 20, 25 years, right? See that particular black woman, she wants to be in the black male's business of what he's doing, how he's doing it, and stuff like that. So if he gets, if he starts getting a little bit of, confidence, she'll start saying, oh, she start playing these little games and, beat down American black male psychic and stuff like that, et cetera, right? So then it's like, then when he's sitting there bound down to that American black woman, then that American black woman, to the ones it applies to, she has this guy that's okay and everything, her eyes, but she really want to be with him, but she wants to, I guess you call it selling, right? Yeah, right. Right. And so the thing about it, she gets tired of him being around and stuff like that. He doesn't have enough ambition. I need to make more money. He's like, how about you make freaking more money? How about you do more things? Well, and some of the ones out there, oh, I have a high degree and I had this and all that. So the hell what? That means nothing to supremacists. Supremacists say, you go to my colleges. Who makes the accreditation? Foolish, particular black woman. I'm talking about what they'll do. You go to colleges that I accreditate. You go buy the expensive cars that who manufacture? I did, supremacists. You see how that goes, right? So that's a different topic. So the American black women, I'm talking about this one that applies to, have the freaking audacity to worry about where American black males are traveling, because slightly more and more, it's not enough, but more and more American black males saying, man, I'm getting my passports and I can travel different places. I can save my money up and stuff. I go travel different places. And so they switch up the game. The numbers of American black women switched up the little nonsense of game. And, oh, because they call black males dusty and broke and things like that. Oh, he's dusty and broke and all that kind of stuff. Oh, he's dusty and broke, but he's sitting there still affording those tickets, right? Those plane tickets, right? And depending on what seating, if he goes to the middle of the plane, back of the plane doesn't make a difference. What about those black males that travel in business class? They broke and dusty too, right? Are the one that travel again, in the midsection of the plane, right? They pay a little bit more. I guess they're broke too, right? And dusty. Of course not. So, and what about when they get to whatever place they're going to, right? So they got to pay for, accommodations, right? And depending what they want to go to, that ain't gonna be cheap. Depending what they want to go to, still got to eat some food. If they don't have activities, that ain't gonna be cheap. And stuff depending on where they go to overall, right? Oh, he's going over there because he wants to go to third world countries and things like this, and because he's a pedophile. We're talking about legal age people, by the way. hmm So the thing about it, so you got numbers of American black women that got the nerve to talk about American black males that travel some third world country, but American black women have some of the highest freaking college debt in this country. The nerve of some type of American black women, right? American black women has some of the highest divorce rates per the numbers, right? Is related that they are the least married to. Well, it's because of black males. Oh, okay, is that right? And then American black women overall are the most per rate divorced the most. You cannot have it both ways. No, the black women. See, certain number of black males have peeped the game and ain't falling for it no more. And so some of the good black women continue to keep doing, and you have to watch certain numbers of American black women that are going to bring you down. For the ones who quite understand, so those who do, continue to keep your eyes open. But let's go and play a few things, right? Because remember, American black males, numbers of American black women, they want to sit there and keep American black males under their thumb. So they want to control black males domestically, right? And call them all kind of names and broken, dusty. And I'm not going to deal with no broke, person like that. And he needs to do this. He needs to call me a queen. He needs to treat me on the palace. He needs to do all that kind of stuff and all kind of stuff. But at the same time, she wants to be with him when she wants to be with him. At the same time, she don't really want to be with him. Or somebody comes along, make a few dollars more. She'll swing over to this other black male. And it's like a cycle, right? And then they don't want to, numbers of black women talking about they don't want to be accountable, talking about the ones who continuously don't want to be. They don't want to sit there and listen to a black male, but even though at the same time they want to control the black male, but at the same time they don't want to listen to black. Hell with that game, right? And so no more and more black males, not enough of American black males say, I don't need to deal with this crap. I can go different kind of places and do what I do and enjoy myself. And got numbers of American black women, they be like, oh, because they can't handle a strong black woman. They got to run somewhere or another. The hell with the numbers of American black women. They think that the ones that have the nerve to think that because they don't want black males to sit there and go to other countries because because the numbers of American black males who know what I'm talking about, who experience that stuff. I'm talking about the ones who know what I'm talking about. When they start going to the different places, say if they go to Brazil, or they go to certain island stuff like that. But if they go to Brazil, they go to Thailand, or they go to the Philippines, or certain ones that go to even Africa and stuff like that. Um, now list goes on and on. Once someone wants to go to Europe, someone wants to go to other type of Asian countries, stuff like that, and they start seeing. Wait a minute now. These are all the fine looking women in these different countries and stuff like that, right? And how many of them are treating the black male, American black male, better than number of American sisters and states? And they say, wait a minute, now this woman is fine too a little bit. I ain't got to settle for Jack Crowd. And numbers of American black women, they don't like that. And especially when the American black woman, American black male goes to some country and visits and he sees the fineness of certain other women from different other cultures, different places that have not become American, the ones that have not become Americanized or westernized, right? All the American black sisters, they can't stand that. And don't let her be, because anyway, if she's very nice looking, oh, that's even worse. Or black American black women, the ones that have a hatred for American black males, they can't stand to sit there and see the American black man. If say he has a Brazilian woman, right? He's getting with. Well, it's Afro Brazilian women. So American black women saying, "Oh, you can handle a strong black male woman." What about the black males that travel to Brazil and the ones that do get with Afro Brazilians? So shut the hell up with that kind of game plan, right? What about the Asian ones that go to Philippines or Thailand? Oh, they still in third world countries over there, and then there will be some Asian women that clap right back that nonsense. But it's like, oh, I guess American black women seem to not understand that there is also Afro Asiatic black women, right? As if there is no also darker melanated, certain melanation, should I say, not American black melanation, should I say, but there are, well, hold on, depending on what part of age you go to, deep Afro Asiatic type of Asians over there. But I'm not even going there. So if somebody goes to the Philippines, there are darker skin type of Philippines. They go to Thailand, there are some darker skin women from Thailand. And if they don't have that, so what? That's their right. That American black man has a right and a choice to go wherever the hell he wants to go to. And if he wants to date another one from a different culture, that ain't American black woman's damn business. What he damn does. That's his business. And no American black women can't stand that. When black man has choices, an American black man has choices, right? Don't get it confused. They can't stand that. So let me show some videos. Let me show just a few little quick things for a second. But remember, American black male, he's supposed to truly settle, right? He's supposed to continue to be stressed out in various parts of racial hatred, various parts of society, right? He's supposed to deal with that nonsense continuously, right? How many times you have certain type of shows, right? That show almost like daily somewhere, several times a week, a black man going through this by some hatred personnel within certain parts of predominant culture. American black male again showing hatred by certain numbers of ones from the Asian culture, the ones who are doing this. Certain cult play people within certain parts of Hispanic culture should not show an American black male hate. I'm talking about the ones who do. You got ones that to deal with certain types of westernized thinking, about the ones from certain parts of Africa that run as fast as possible to America. Got to deal with their hatred because how many of them hate their own skin and they go run off to different places and stuff like that, running from Africa themselves because they can't build Africa up themselves. I'm talking about the ones who do that kind of nonsense, right? They run as fast as possible to America, talk down upon American black men, especially call them lazy and all this kind of stuff like that, because that person runs over here with the degree in their hand. You say, but your degree from your African college, now you're on the top 25 colleges, top 50 colleges in America. So go to hell with that. The ones who play that game, different topic in itself. But American black women, I'm talking about the ones who do this, they want to control black males and talk about black males ain't nothing all over the place, left and right, up the street and down the street. But at the same time, black males that are going to do their thing, to want to travel. Why are you worried about what he does, where he's going to? Because they want to control the American black male no matter what. And numbers of American black males saying, The hell with numbers of American black women, the ones who are doing that, saying to those particular American black women, because for most American black men, they would love to have an American black woman that's kind and sweet and doing her thing. If she's independent, fine, but she don't have to address it how she's independent, and because she has a higher, if she has a higher degree, he said like, so what? That's your darn business, right? That means nothing to me. But that's dwindling that type of American black woman who's saying, I'm not gonna fall for that because I understand that that black male is supposed to be the protector as well as best as possible, and the community amount of black males is supposed to be around to also do protection of the American black woman and other American black men. But most American black men saying to hell with all this American black strong woman feminism stuff, internal feminism. They say I ain't got to deal with this. Let me throw this out to you. Or the manipulation tactics of certain numbers of American black women. But remember, American black males are supposed to tolerate this, right? Let me sit there and show you. Give me 1 second. Let me give me 1 second here.
So, a common criticism I hear from people that don't like the passport bros is that their game must be weak. Game is only required when you're dealing with bitchy and masculine women. Having game is literally how to manipulate and maneuver feminists into the desired results you want. That why is all that necessary? That's like a whole lot of extra work.
Yes, that's a lot of extra nonsense, right? Even when this particular sister right here tries to relate information over, how many black women will go against her? Right? See, there are certain of American black women that do not want to have any freaking accountability. They want to do whatever the hell they want to do, date whoever they want to get with. They want to have socks with anybody they want to have. They want to have, serve kids by different men. That's their choice. They want to do what the hell they want to do, but no one's supposed to talk to them about nothing. But at the same time, the American black male saying, hey, man, that American black male has options and he has choices and he has what he likes to looks forward to. Oh, you being picky. You don't like American black women. You don't like the strong American black women. To hell with all that nonsense, right? And what that does is damage toward some of the good American black women out there, right? Who say they want to have an American black male that's good and decent. Unfortunately, there's not enough American black women calling out and checkmating those American black women that are doing damage. Sorry, that's the truth. And there are numbers of American black women that, within themselves, they're just not for the arguments or trying to checkmate other black women. And that's fine. But I'm seeing that there's other numbers of American black women who can do that, but they're not because the sisterhood code is to always agree with the other sisterhood code. And they don't understand that they're headed for destruction. But you see what this sister saying? That's too much extra, right? That's too much extra. You got a problem with, say, American black male that's traveling, but at the same time, the numbers of American black women don't want to have accountability, but they want to control American black males. The hell with all that, right? And like this manipulation part, right? Right? Watch this. But watch this. Let me show you something.
Woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you, it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
Oh my, let's play that again.
Woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you, it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
In the hell. Well, not weak ones, not gullible ones. A strong, true American black male he'd be like, he playing that game. A black male that has his stuff together. I'm not talking about just all the external things together. but who has his own confidence, or at least he's going toward working on getting his confidence better, understands his own value, saying he does not need to settle for any type of American black woman that's going to sit there and manipulate him. The ones who do this, he understands that with this passport, he has many options more than American black women. Let me explain something to you, the ones who may not know. But that American black male, see, sister, oh, they know, oh, they're very scared because they want to control the American black male very intentionally. But they can't hold them like that anymore, like they used to. They can't. Well, some of them they can because there are a lot of gullible. There are quite numbers of gullible and sellout numbers of American black males who are just allowing numbers of black American black women to treat them like shit, right? But fortunately, a piece more American black males saying to hell with a type of black woman that had the ones that have a hatred for American black male. To hell with that. And you heard what this sisterhood woman was talking about manipulation? You can get anything you want by manipulating him. But at the same time, the sisterhood ain't gonna talk about her. See, I ain't got time to play that game with that kind of sisterhood. Then go to hell. Go to hell with that game. So let's continue, right? Now remember the hypocrisy when the black male travels, right? American black male travel, he's going up to another country or island, wherever it is, and he's trying to get with women and all that kind of stuff like that. If he was, so the hell what? Go to hell with that. His right, his choice. His right, his choice. What's it to you? Somebody tell me that was American black women who got the damn nerve, right, to talk about American black male. Who the hell is you to talk? Who are you to talk about American black males who travel? Who the hell made you godlike to determine where a black male can travel, what it can do, right? I'm talking about the good numbers of American black women, but understand your numbers are dwindling. So let me sit there and show you something, right? Let me show you a video again about this American black woman. And again, I'm not talking about the good numbers of American black women. I'm talking about the bad ones.
Woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you, it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm
Man, that is so disrespectful. But American black male is supposed to sit back and cower down. Listen to that. He's supposed to be like, yes, all right, queen. You can tell me, you can go off of me, tell me anything, call me a BIT, CH, and you can call me N words all over the place. You can call me a sucker. You can call me nothingness. You can call me anything. And that black male is supposed to take that. Are you crazy? And I'm glad at least a few more American black males saying to hell with that, right? But watch this for a second. Give me 1 second.
Get me out of Jamaica because he said they don't eat. And his lady don't respect her if he want him to eat. Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone, paddling alone, because you're not eating. You gotta stay here to eat.
What kind of nonsense is that? You saw the sisterhood. She was disrespecting those males in Jamaica because they were like those ones that they weren't going to sit there and eat her poutine, but they were the bad personnel. And they're American black women. They got the nerve to. They'll sit there and say they'll put that stuff out like this, right? No accountability. Change the dynamic. American black male. He goes over to Jamaica. He puts a video out there. He sees some Jamaican women, some good looking Jamaican women, and say, "Hey, you're not gonna, do her thing, on his private part." Man, he will be called all kind of names, right? He's controlling. He's oppressing women. But when a black woman, American black woman does that, oh, now it's like, well, I mean, it's misinterpretation. Go to hell with that. More numbers of American black males are getting tired of this. You know what? This is hypocrisy, right? Let's play this again. Let's play this again. 1 second.
Get me out of Jamaica because
said they don't eat, and his lady don't respect her. If you want him to eat, Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone, paddling alone, cause you're not eating.
Disrespect of that. But American black males are going to other countries and they're getting with other women and they're being pedophiles and they can't handle strong black women. Get the hell out of here with that game. There are no American black males that read through right through your asses. The one I'm talking about. That shit gonna only work on certain numbers of American black males who ain't seen through the nonsense. And this is what numbers of American black women can't stand. They don't like that. To hell with those kind of American black women, the ones who are playing that game. Again, credit to the numbers of good American black women who ain't falling for that. But I'm telling you that you know what, you better get on. You better be talking to more numbers of American black women about their mouths, and there will be certain numbers of American black women. I'm going to do that, and I'm telling you, your prospects of relationships is dwindling more on that. Just letting you know that. So let's continue for a second. Let's continue. Let's continue for a second.
So I'm in Jamaica, right? And this young seven, okay, 28, feel like schoolgirls. I'm gonna give him my cougar restrictions. So y'all see her right here? Her and that dude went off to the back of the bamboo and they started doing what they was doing. But this lady right here, her and homeboy right there, both got 3,000. Or other women that go on those girl trips to Jamaica, I know what goes on when y'all go down there. I have a passport. I went to the resort last year and I seen what y'all be doing. No, he doesn't call himself flirting with me. This is too cute. So, what's your name, young man? I'm fine, people. So handsome. Mm.
Mm. For some of the ones, cultures, and some other personnel that may not know who that was at the ending of this, the end of that clip in that movie. It was called "How Stella Got Her Groove Back." It was around 1998 movie that was supposed to be about this older black woman who was going through whatever her little situations and she needed to get her groove back, right? Getting her thought pattern just the flowing of life and stuff. Her relationships, get her relationship juices going and flowing again. And instead of her finding an American black male, if that's what she wanted in the states, what did she do? She went up to the Jamaica. But if a black male does that, hey, oh, you can't deal with a strong American black woman. Get the hell out of here with that game. See, again, there are those American black women, American black males who are seeing through this bull crap more and more. Not enough, right? See, like again, how Stella got her groove back was 1998, right? And when she went to Jamaica and got her little groove back with this young Jamaican guy, right, who was half her age. But if say a black male, say he's 40 something or 50 something, he goes to the Philippines or Thailand, or if he goes say to Africa or Jamaica himself, and say he's 50 or he's 40 something, and he gets with a woman that's 20 years younger than him, 25 years, whatever it might be, but she is legal, they got a nerve to call him perv. Go to hell with that. His money, his damn choice. He ain't hurting you. Talking about the American black women who got the nerve talking about American black males. The hell with the ones who do that shit. That American black male ain't doing another damn thing to you. And don't get it confused like some other women from some different other cultures. I'm talking about the ones who, oh yeah, that's right. No, don't get it confused now, because there are some people who know about some of your males. I'm talking about the ones that applies to, where numbers of their males, don't have a problem having kids by their own women and sitting there and bam and And by Mosin, don't get it confused. Now, there are some black males who know that kind of game in itself, right? And that's not the topic today. But I'm just saying, but that American black woman, the ones this applies to, they're getting out of hand. And what they're doing again is they're damaging numbers of American good black women. And even when some of the American black women that are trying to relay information over, you got numbers of American black women that are sitting there going against those women. So you know there's something wrong with a sisterhood of chaos. Some of the American black women who don't want no accountability. They don't want to listen to black males. Again, this is by white feminism has sitting there and have put clutches within numbers of American black women's minds, saying thinking that they're better than American black males because they have a higher education. So the hell would. Because eventually, unless your life is cut short, you get older, your looks will fade. And let alone, it say if your looks ain't all that in the first place, you got education. Even to hell with black women like that, then when you don't even look decent in the first place, but you got education, and you think some black male gonna run up to her and run up to you and try to be get with you, I don't think so. And some of the black ones that are nice looking but have high education, I'm not talking about the good, decent American black woman that still is feminine. They just happen to have a good education, but they're saying, look, that's what they want to do, right? But they understand that there is a role American black men play, American black women play. So they ain't falling for that. Because again, prior to 1970s, so who it wasn't black male that was sitting there oppressing black women. It wasn't black male that were putting black women in slavery. It wasn't black males that were sitting there doing redlining to certain numbers of American black women that were maybe trying to get houses. It's not American black women that are sitting there putting American black women in college debt, right? High interest rates and things like that. And American black males out there who formerly segregated numbers of American black women as well. You see this is ridiculous, but they're unfortunate. Even like Ice Cube, the thing with Ice Cube, because I'm almost about to close this show up. The thing even with Ice Cube, for the people who know, and that's fine, but the ones who don't know, Ice Cube, this iconic hip hop rapper and stuff like that, when he was trying to do things a couple of years ago for the contract of Black America, because you how many numbers of personnel from different cultures, getting all kind of resources and benefits and programs and things like that, and most people don't ask the question, did they earn it? Nope, because there's numbers of political personnel that are trying to sit there and replace various parts of American blacks. That's a different topic in itself on that. So the thing about it, Ice Cube was like, hey, you know what? We need to get a contract for Black America, right? Not just be voting and don't get done for it, no tangibleness, but same time you keep giving things for other cultures and border breakers or illegal immigration personnel to help them out. Are you crazy, right? Immigrant type personnel who just popped on a plane 2 weeks ago, a year ago, I'm saying 5 years ago, but it sounds like the ones who know who they are, but they keep quiet about that. They understand what's going on, and they sit there and get provided whatever amount of many months of free housing, free food, and free baby stuff like that. But no, but most black folks don't even know what's going on with that. Different topic in itself, right? So the thing about it is that when Ice Cube was talking about a contract for Black America, when you say contract for Black America, that means black men and black women. You had some of those sisterhood on that show, the ones that this applies to. When Ice Cube was talking about the contract Black America, what did some of the sisterhood do on that show? uh well, what are you going to do specifically for black women? It was like contract of Black America is for black men and black women. Yeah, 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 but what you going to do for black women? Do you see how that goes? No accountability. That is distorted, that is evil, that is messed up, that is infantile. And those American black males, the ones who know, they are seeing through this hatred of numbers of American black women. Numbers of American black women seem to think that they are, no, they got 10 black belts, and they're a boxing extraordinaire, and they can sit there and do self-defense against any kind of man, regardless, and they got their strong arm in us, and they can defend any kind of males, non-black males. Again, they can do all this kind of stuff. You know how stupid as hell that sound. But this is what's going on certain types of American black women mind that don't understand what's coming toward them is destruction overall. But that's on the ones that don't want to be accountable. That's on them. For numbers of American black women who ain't falling for that, which is very few, understand if you ain't married, you better get your thoughts together and try to get if you want American black man, if you want another culture, that's fine. That's on the person. I'm saying for ones that want an American black male, I'm telling you, time is getting closer and closer. If the one black woman is fine, that's fine, but looks fade. Looks fade. And they will fade, right? They will fade collectively. So I'm saying that numbers of good American black women need to understand your pickings are going to get slimmer and slimmer on that because as globalization gets wider and more women are coming to the states, um, and lesser male numbers are going up more, and more numbers of women demographics are going up. American black women are gonna have to sit there and do and have competition for those American black males in this country because I'm telling you, there are women who know I'm telling the truth. If it was for certain type of cultural things or type of social dynamics, quite a number of them would want to get with an American black man. Don't get it confused. And let alone when more and more American black males that will be traveling overseas and different islands and things like that, the American black woman's relationships is going into direness. Yes. So, I wanted to read a couple of comments for a second. I want to read a couple of comments about relating to this topic on this, especially one of those clips I was showing you. I was looking at some of the comments, and some of the comments were like, "A woman on Jamaica feeling has been a long time." This person said, "The Jamaican flings have been going on for a long time. My best friend did a Jamaican girls trip about 15 years ago. This from a woman when she told me about the random socks they were having that she was disgusted that she was so happy she stayed home and she was actually concerned for her safety and she doesn't really get it. See, you got those fear-minded American black women that ain't falling for it. But again, there is more numbers of American black women that don't want accountability, that want to sit there and passport watch what American black men are doing, but at the same time they have no problem with American black women when they travel and they go dating and having socks with other different males. See, that's hypocrisy. Uh, this other comment, dude, I am from the Caribbean and this has been happening for decades. Ever since he was a little boy growing up in a popular tourist destination. At first, it was strictly white, Middle East European women, and it still is quite a number of them. I said mostly British and German. Shh. Then younger, more professional North American women. I was including American black women, and now we have lots of African American women. But at the same time, when American black men go travel, you got numbers of facetious and warp-minded, the ones I'm talking about, numbers of American black women mindset, got a nerve to talk about American black males. To hell with those kind of American black women, the ones who are doing that. Your hypocrisy is being seen through, right? And this other comment saying they all come for the same thing and they pay lots of money. Oh, that's what the same comment. Another person said this is not new what these American women do in Jamaica. This has been going on for years, long before the passport brothers, right? Boy, I tell you, this is so ridiculous. And the last one, this is interesting. This is old news. Black women, especially out here in Toronto, have been doing that for years. Now, I don't know which type of black woman he's talking about because it's not going to be a gigantic amount of American black women. But let's keep going. This old news, black women, especially out here in Toronto, have been doing this for years, buying them brothers cars, the ladies' clothes, paying to help build their houses, sending barrels of food and clothes down for their family, while in the same breath saying black men in North America ain't ish. The hypocrisy is very real. So I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.